How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havok, and in today's episode we are discussing the murder, the usual. One that's dead still. How sad.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere!
And so Hifumi, rest in shit, over here to the right. I was playing dead and stuff, and we were pretty much, this last episode, spent all of it discussing that. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you, I got Elden Ring sitting there on the shelf. I probably won't make a let's... Anyway, I told you that. Fuck, what did I wanted to tell you? I wanted to tell you something in the last episode, I forgot what the fuck was it. I figured he was gonna play...
And he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done! God, what an idiot!
Right?
And if Hifumi was
What a
still
moron.
alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained.
Yeah, he took it. What an asshole. I hope he didn't kill Taka, because that'd be lame. Imagine being killed by such a fat sack of shit like him.
It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
It was Hifumi. Sakura. Hifumi, sir. You
It
hamster.
could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
Yeah, but who killed
Door
him
was
then?
locked?
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside.
Yeah, so somebody... What? Hifumi went in there and fucking
Which
killed
means
himself?
When Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced
Yeah?
us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
And then died for the second time. But who killed him? Because I doubt he just kind of killed himself.
So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
What a fucking asshole.
But that means he took part in the murders.
Uh-huh.
I just can't believe it.
I fucking told you he was a piece of shit day one.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
That's a lot.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Oh, that's right. Oh, so what is going on? It's like the weather's kind of nice. See, I fucking gotten sick and the weather all of a sudden got nice and I can't even go outside. What I was gonna point out is this fucking ladybugs flying everywhere. Fucking stupid idiots. I had to keep my windows shut. Where was the ripped piece of paper? Where is it?
I got it!
The note.
You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
Fucked up, right?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
Oh shit.
In his... pants?
Pants?
Yes, his pants.
His pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
Guys, what the fuck? Forget about his pants. Think about my pants. Found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. Equipment room at 6 a.m. That's around when Taka was murdered. So that must have definitely been a letter addressed to Taka. Also,
Ah, that's the note I was telling you
I had
about.
a really weird
The one
dream
that told
today.
me
I
where
had a
to go.
dream where I was like cleaning my room, but there was like way more shit in my room than usually. Like for example, I have like these two Dark Souls figurines sitting next to my window, but I had like a third one and it was like a really colorful, shitty looking one. And I couldn't fucking for the love of me get it to stand without like all the pieces just falling down and like looking all shitty and stuff. And that was my whole dream. I don't know why I had a dream like that. It's a sign, I must be playing Dark Souls.
Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
Rec Room's a really fun VR game. I played a little bit on one of my VR Fridays episodes. What was I gonna say? I had a different dream like 2 days ago, and that one was a little bit more fucking dumb. I was like in like a space facility or something. It kind of looked futuristic, and there were like really wide hallways and stuff. I was walking through one of them, and I reached like a turn, but it also hit a door in front of me. So I went through the door, and there was like a lab. And Slenderman was there for some reason, but he wasn't very important. He was just kind of there. And there was a bunch of like science ladies with like skimpy outfits. So what I did immediately, I walked up to the tallest science lady and just like bit her on the ass. And that was it. And I dream ended.
See. Then this note isn't the same one Hero got.
I won't lie, probably the same thing I do in real life.
It's not the same?
Nah, fucking would never fucking do that.
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hero.
Funny though.
And that person
Wish the
could
dream
only
didn't
have
cut
been-
off. Well, I wasn't paying attention. Oh fuck. Hifumi's pants. Taka,
I
yes.
got it!
The other two were fucking stupid.
That's right! Taka!
It's like a test, you know. You always look at the answers and you think like the longest one sounds the most probable.
The killer
doesn't it?
used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right?
Right?
So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Are these the nicknames? Oh my god.
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
No, I think it's the other way around.
Oh, yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
But don't forget my nickname is Big Mac. My name's Makoto, starts with Mac. And I'm also small, so I guess she makes fun of my size. And Genocide Jeff is seriously scary, but also annoying. I can't let her get to me. Letter, huh? What letter? Make your argument. Fuck, a lot of shit to choose. None of them seems to be the case.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
No.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
Damn it.
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
I got
No,
it.
that's wrong.
For once. I fucking knew the broken crystal would come back again, but like,
No, there
I thought after
absolutely
the King's
is a
Gambit it
connection.
wouldn't really come back. Because we already established the broken wristwatch.
What the hell are you talking about?
So I'm kind of scared to object a
The
murderer.
note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered.
Right.
You've already proven that using his wristwatch.
Uh-huh.
But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The
Equipment room.
right?
That's where he died.
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
Well, that one was kind of easy. I didn't know we had to
So-
talk about it.
Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Uh-huh.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me.
Poor Taka. Why wasn't Hiro killed? Actually, I don't know. I would have wanted him to
Really
die.
is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Right, taking it out
His
of his
pants, no
hand.
less!
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Not only was he accomplice to a murder, he was also a fucking filthy thief and a simp for a computer which we also have not found. And also, what happened to it?
Huh? He stole it?
What an asshole.
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Alright, Youngster, I'll fucking show you all the proof. Fucking asshole, you think I don't have it? You think I don't have the fucking proof? Motherfucker, here you go. Piece
I
of proof.
got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small
Like
scrap
I'm
of
making
paper.
fucking revelations like that without any solid proof behind it.
If I'm right about
Dumbass.
this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
I thought they already did it though. What? No way!
Then Taka's
The jigsaw
scrap
puzzles fit
and
together.
Hifumi's note.
I have like another small piece of paper was like ripped off and it just kind of flew away somewhere under a shelf. And it's like, oh no, but the paper doesn't fit together exactly right. It couldn't have been it.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
No way, Makoto, you're making this up.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note.
This is so
There's
mind-blowing.
only one way to explain it.
I can't comprehend it. I think I gotta stop here. I think this Let's Play is gonna drive me
Taka
insane.
died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip,
Death Grip sounds badass.
leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
I think
That
you did.
means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
What a fucking asshole.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
No, I don't think so.
Sorry, no.
Don't fucking make me
When
prove
we
that he
found him in the
wasn't.
repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
Yeah, but who killed them then?
The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
The $1,000,000 question.
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
Right?
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So he must have been killed after
What did he do
Taka's
all that
body
for, huh?
vanished, but before we
Nothing.
found both bodies in the
What
repository.
if he got in return? Killed.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Damn.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Who are you calling a walrus?
Because she swims.
Anyway, when
Get
they
it?
were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
What is it?
And what might that be?
Why is it probably
The
irrelevant?
weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all.
You know what? Sometimes Hiro says something actually quite important, even though he's usually a dumbass.
Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and
Oh,
equipment
sorry
room,
about
right?
that. This is better than 6 episodes
So if
ago.
Hifumi was killed in the
I can barely fucking
repository,
breathe.
the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it.
The wet hat. Oh my god.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
How did they clean it this
I'm
quickly though?
surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Right?
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand.
It's a wet
either.
hammer. Fuck.
The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
Wait a
So the
minute.
question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers?
Or maybe they want. Oh wait, I was thinking that they cleaned one of the fucking hammers that had justice painted on them, but no, I guess what they did is they just grabbed one of the clean hammers, killed Hifumi, and then cleaned the hammer off of blood? But those are fucking wooden mallets, and blood is really hard to get out. So that sounds a little fucking improbable, but sure. Also, wouldn't like bashing fucking Hifumi's skull causes blood to splatter all over the place? Meaning that they will probably get blood a little bit on them, and whoever fucking had blood on them probably be very
Personally,
suspicious.
I haven't a clue. So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And
I
I don't
don't
think
know.
either one is big enough to kill someone.
I mean, if you fucking try hard enough, you could fucking shove this hammer. You could fucking take tiny hammer, shove it down someone's throat.
Then,
scoop somebody's eyes out with the fucking handle.
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
Yeah, one of the non-painted
I don't
hammers.
think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
Man, I haven't fucking showered in a while. Fucking stink. Just lay in bed
So
all day.
then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
Play Ghostwire Tokyo. I'm enjoying the game, but goddamn, it's just kind of feels like one of those open world games with just like a fuck ton of shit packed in. And the only thing keeping me playing it is just the very unique setting. I mean, Tokyo's not that unique of a setting. There's a lot of games set in Tokyo, but just that it's like Tokyo, an abandoned Tokyo. It's like a horror game too. It's also not very scary for a horror game. Because I'm more into like survival horror when I have to like survive the encounters and each fucking zombie can fuck me up, right? But in this game, it's like I have some magic powers and I can just fuck up enemies very easily. It's almost like Doom sometimes. I just like run around, fucking shoot magic projectiles out of my fingers. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. So spot the hammer. I think. There you go. They killed them with the blue tarp, and then strangled them with the broken
What was used to
wristwatch.
kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3?
Whoops. Got a little carried away. Alright, Sakura,
What
I'll let
was
you
used
finish.
to kill Hifumi?
Don't make me
Was it
repeat
Justice
myself.
Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Maybe Justice
Well,
Hammer 5.
Whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Witness.
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info.
Well,
Murdergear.com.
one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammer.
No.
It's wrong.
It was one of the non-painted non-justice. The injustice hammer, if you
The
will.
murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at all.
Hammer
No,
of justice
It
is
was something
unisex.
completely different.
I don't remember that scene from Brave and the Bold, and I watched a fuckload of it
But
as a
seriously?
kid.
A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Uh-huh.
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder.
Fact it would be covered in
If the
blood.
hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off.
Yeah, but blood doesn't come out this fucking easily.
I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and
Paintbrushes.
even some flat mallet-like ones.
Yeah.
I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
We only now figured it out. We only now figured out some of the hammers are missing. 4 of them.
That's true.
to be
That
exact.
would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Yeah. Who was it?
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him.
Is it Celeste? You're the most likely suspect
The way
so
the
far.
graduation rule works, there is
You
no
know, a lot of
benefit to
shit.
helping someone
Like, for
else
example,
carry out a murder.
Thing that kind of stinks to me. How did Celeste knew that all this stuff was hidden in Hero's room even though nobody told her? Well, nobody said that around her, and she, at the beginning of this trial, pointed out how it must have been Hero because all these things were hidden in his room and nobody told her beforehand.
So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
Either way, I don't fucking remember to be honest. We talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least there's what we thought at first, but Fumi was a piece of shit. fucking wristwatch, guitar, fucking camera. None of these, probably.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work
Damn
together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only
Impossible.
really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
2 murders, maybe?
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true.
No, that's wrong.
I hate to do it to you, Celeste, but... Actually, I have no idea what we're talking about right
Since
now.
there were 2 murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
Hifumi killed Taka, and someone killed Hifumi.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
It's like the playing Krieg in Borderlands
The
2.
payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the
It's
risk
all
of
about
taking
risk and
part in the
reward.
scheme.
Every single one of his skill trees is about self-harm, but also him inflicting even more
There's
damage.
no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit 2 separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders.
I'm saying, it's like
Instead,
a
each
chain
person
reaction
killed
kind of
someone,
thing.
creating 2 separate incidents.
Yeah, and who did Taka killed?
And it only
It's
looked
like a
like one
loop.
person because that's how the
They all
true
killed
killer
each other.
designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies.
Fucked up
By
shit.
creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
There's a no accomplices rule?
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
I thought we said that, you know, only the true murderer gets to get away.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
Fucked
You
up,
think
right?
so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
Yeah, why would the fuck would anybody want to have anything to do with Hifumi? The effort made to convince us the 2 murders were the same, that was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning. That's why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing. My god, am I in love with her. When you think about it, she's almost too amazing. My god, I can't stop thinking about it. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she
I
is at this.
understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero
Princess
uno right now.
Bulbogov. The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions and then murdered him. I think it's Celeste. No one else seems to fit in. She's a little too, you know, when this whole fucking thing started happening, she took a picture, and if it was true that Hifumi was only carrying Robo Justice with Hero inside and not actually being strangled by him and taken away like Celeste claimed, then that means she wasn't actually attacked, she was only pretending to be. And she just kind of casually took that picture, because it's also kind of a little strange that she thought about taking a picture of the suspect because she had a camera on her. We fucking knew that Karen Cohen can, because she's the one who decided to take it, and we found it, and nobody wanted to take it. Another thing, I think this whole thing about the robots was fucking stupid though, because if they just simply had Hero, they could have taken that picture, like move the camera while taking the picture, make it look all blurry, and they would be like, oh fuck. But I guess we would have figured out that Hero was, you know, unconscious during that whole thing anyway. Another thing she did is she's the one who kept calling us up and then down, and she kept fucking distracting us, and she was the one who's saying like, I saw a shadow moving around somewhere. And it's like, maybe she made that shit up. That's the whole thing about how she knew about the blueprints even though nobody told her, and it was still nobody pointed that out. There's really only one person who seems to fit. God damn it, I hate to do it to use the list, but I gotta. Fuck.
Here's my answer.
I'm so sorry.
It was Celeste.
I'm sorry.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
Sus.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
I love her.
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
I do love Parmesan.
Is that so?
I don't know what
It
though.
is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you.
Two of you? Wait, who the fuck is the other
Considering
one?
what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
Damn, Byakuya, don't point your fingers at my girlfriend, but you're right. Damn, I wish I never got her pregnant. Encountering the sus individual?
I got it! The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it?
Robo Justice. Robot
The only ones
Injustice.
who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Oh shit, I didn't thought of that.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Good point, good point. The fuck kind of message did I receive? What the fuck is going on?
Sorry.
So fucking, I don't know, man, I started using Instagram and like posting some screenshots from games I play and stuff, and I'm keep getting messages, like fucking Instagram's the worst, I guess. Even on Twitter, I'm not getting this many messages about trying to like, oh, you seem to have a small YouTube channel, he let me promote you. Pay me $1 million
As he
though.
said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual.
Only once to ever laid eyes
If we
upon the
accept
beauty
that Hifumi
of
was
Hero
one
in
of
a
the
robot
culprits,
suit.
we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
I mean, she is the queen of liars.
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office,
Should have
we
never
all began
really
our
trust
search for
her
this
to begin
individual,
with
correct?
anything.
And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
I don't. It's hard to keep track of what everybody said. Oh yeah, that's exactly fucking right, Shadow. That was
We headed
strange
to the
too.
second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
That was all bullshit
Next,
too.
to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
Also, at some point, Celeste just started cracking jokes during the whole thing. Remember that? That was also
She
strange.
let out a blood-curdling scream.
Did she?
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
I don't remember. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a really intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as he screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab,
Right. You think she was stalling for time with that stupid fucking joke that she said?
it was time for her partner to get to work.
Which I don't really remember what the fuck that was about. But goddamn, Celeste, I love you even more because holy shit, that's one complicated plan you fucking figured out. Scream, huh? What was that? Came from downstairs, must have been. Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office, this is bad.
It was
like the
to
fifth
get
time
us
we
to
see
divide
this.
into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
Now that was part of the plan that could have easily gone wrong. What if we fucking got a little distracted or some shit?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Man, my hand is all caught up. It's so annoying. Then why don't we split into two groups? I'll lead the hunting party. That seems much more interesting. Very well then, Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will leave the capture of the suspicious individual to Tokobyaki and Sakura.
Well,
At this
if
point, Toko is
Celeste
one of the
and
muscles,
Hifumi were
even
working
though she's
together,
small,
all those chance
small and
events
frail, but
suddenly
she's a
become
fucking
connected.
murderer. And she has the scissors that I'm kind of afraid of. Oopsie
And on
doodles.
top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on.
What's up? What a piercing cry, damn.
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor. Everything's going according to plan.
My name is Celeste, blah 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 blah.
Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
Yeah, sure was a fucking intense scream.
I just realized another strange thing.
Yeah.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
Uh-huh. Also, how did they cover it up? Hifumi, what, held his breath for this long? With a gut this fucking big, you'd think he would have a little bit of a harder time covering up that he's not breathing. Come on, baby. What the fuck is this shit? Whatever, what? Oh, murder, that's right. Hifumi's dead again. Oh fuck, episode's over. See you fellas in the next... episode, bye.